All right. We are live. Cigar and Beverage has returned 7:30 p.m. as promised. We're back live from the Chateau, my press box. Got my beverage. I've got my cigar. We are ready to go. I'm smoking a Cohiba tonight. Right there. There's my Cohiba. Speaking of a couple things. So last week, the NCAA came down with a name, image, and likeness legislation. So I figured if college athletes, collegiate athletes on the NCAA level are going to try to monetize themselves and market themselves and try to receive some sort of monetary income from their name, image, and likeness, I figure I might do the same. So, here we go. All right. There we go. Up here is my Venmo. Venmo me. At Paul-Wonder-1. Venmo me. Now accepting donations, and I can tell you that any donation that comes through, from just put a note into the Venmo. Anything that comes through Venmo will be used for this program. Whether it's increasing my alcoholic consumption, my cigar consumption, adding to the production value of this program. Everything that we make off of Venmo will go back into this program. So all donations are accepted. So here I am trying to, and I'm also going to be coming up with some merch. At least that's the plan here in the near future. And if I could get that going, which I'm going to need to find somebody that can help me with an e-commerce website. So if there's anybody watching that could come and give me advice on how to begin an e-commerce website, you're welcome. I welcome any comments, because obviously I would like to cash in on this. I'm trying to monetize this program, and the only way I can continue this program is by pumping some resources into this, and that's what I would like to obviously do. Because I could tell you these cigars ain't cheap. They're not cheap. I'll tell you that right now. I say this because over the last few days, starting on July the 1st, NCAA athletes are now able to monetize off of their name, image, and likeness. And that we're talking potentially 460,000 NCAA student athletes can now sign sponsorship deals. And the profit making has already begun as college athletes are taking to social media to announce the different types of deals that they have signed. University of Miami quarterback D'Eriq King announced on Twitter on Thursday he was signing an endorsement deal with College Hunks Hauling Junk, along with his teammate Bubba Bolden. King also paired with Florida State quarterback Mackenzie Milton as co-founders on name, image, and likeness platform Dreamfield, which focuses on booking live events for student athletes. Those are two of the 4 deals that King has already inked since Thursday. Some of the deals were for local advertisers. University of Iowa basketball player Jordan Bohannon paired with Boomin' Iowa Fireworks for a meet and greet session at the fireworks business in Windsor Heights, Iowa. Bohannon later tweeted, "I also held a baby today at the appearance. I was really nervous." Bohannon, who holds the school's record for career three-pointers made and games played, also launched an apparel store. You see, e-commerce is taking off. Personalized e-commerce is taking off, and I want to be part of it. And here's the start. I got a tumbler. Here, I got my tumbler. I got my Cigar and a Beverage logo on there. You see that? Right there. I got my logo on here. Ask me about how you could get one of these. Seriously, ask me about how you could get one of these. This is a great tumbler. About a 24-ounce tumbler there. I got some bourbon in there along with some iced tea. So a bourbon tea is what I'm drinking tonight. It's actually pretty good. I've been sipping on that for a while. Fresno State College basketball twins Haley and Hannah Cavender, who have more than 3.3 million followers on TikTok, announced endorsement deals with Boost Mobile and 6-Star Nutrition. Lexi Sun, an All-American volleyball player at the University of Nebraska, announced her own apparel line on Thursday in an Instagram post. The Sunny Crew sweatshirt is the first piece on display of the Lexi Sun and Ren Athletics line. Brothers Trey and Bryce McGowans, who play basketball for Nebraska, launched a podcast called Off Court, which is sponsored by a tavern and bar in Lincoln, Nebraska. Auburn University quarterback Bo Nix announced a deal with a very southern twist. He signed a deal with Milo's, a company that manufactures sweet tea. But not to upset the other half of Alabama, the company also signed University of Alabama defensive back Malachi Moore to endorse its iced teas. The rush of endorsements comes on the heels of a decision by the NCAA Division I Council to allow college athletes to profit off their name, image, and likeness without violating NCAA rules until federal legislation or new NCAA rules are adopted. In states that have passed NIL rules, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia, among others, athletes would be able to participate in NIL activities that are consistent with the laws of the state where the school is located. That's according to a news release by the NCAA. For states without NIL laws, athletes will be able to freely engage in NIL activities, making money off signing autographs or endorsement deals, but schools and conferences in those states may choose to adopt their own policies. The moves come after the Supreme Court unanimously decided last week that student athletes could receive education-related payments. The case could reshape college sports by allowing more money from a billion-dollar industry to go to the athletes. College sports raises billions of dollars from ticket sales, television contracts, and merchandise, and supporters of the students say the players are being exploited and barred from the opportunity to monetize their talents. In 2016, for example, the NCAA negotiated an 8-year extension of its broadcasting rights to March Madness, which comes out to be $1.1 billion, that's billion with a B, annually. But are some of these athletes taking it too far? Hersey Miller. If that name sounds familiar to you, it should. He is the son of rapper Master P, and according to TMZ Sports, has signed the most lucrative sponsorship deal to this point. The 6'3", 160-pound point guard out of Minnehaha Academy in Minneapolis, Minnesota, will make $2 million on a deal with Web Apps America, according to his father, Percy Miller, also known as Master P. Miller is committed to Tennessee State, where he'll play in the fall. Master P said, quote, "It's incredible. This is going to change the way college athletes want to stay in school." Master P also told TMZ Sports the deal had been in the works for some time, but he was waiting on various NIL rulings to make it official. Hersey said, quote, "I signed a deal with an American technology company. Like my dad said, it's a blessing." So here's a kid that's 18 years old. He's going to be a college freshman. He's going to play college basketball at Tennessee State University. And he's going to make more money than an NFL veteran sitting the bench that may not even see playing time in the National Football League. He's an 18-year-old kid that is blessed beyond measure. He he has more than likely been blessed by the fruits of his father's labor, right? So here's a kid that's really not struggling for money at all. And because of who his daddy is, I'm not saying that this is a bad thing by any stretch of the means, but because of who his daddy is, he's able to get a deal like this. This guy's going to make more money in a year than a Major League Baseball player making the league minimum. He's going to be making more money than professional athletes that make the league minimum. Is this fair? Is this fair? I ask you that. Leave a comment. Really looking forward to looking at some of the comments here. Here's another one. Armando Bacot, North Carolina basketball front court star, has partnered with Maryland-based food company Jimmy Seafood and is the first player to pledge his allegiance to them, the family-owned business announced. We look forward to working with Armando as he continues developing and dominating at Chapel Hill. We'll ensure he's fueled by the best, allowing him to reach new heights, Jimmy's Seafood wrote on Twitter. Kool-Aid McKinstry, defensive back. Yes, that's his nickname, by the way. His first name is JaQuincy. Will soon begin selling a non-fungible token for $750 through Skybox Sports. Apparently, the non-fungible token also comes with admission to an Alabama home game from Kool-Aid's personal tickets. Huh. Well, there's one for you. Derek Stingley, Louisiana State University defensive back, will soon announce an endorsement deal with Walk-Ons. Louisiana is home to some of the best food joints in the country, so it's no surprise to see LSU players signing up with local restaurant chains. Miles Brennan, another one who's been the recipient of the fruits of his family's labor. He is related to the Brennan restaurant fortune down here in the New Orleans area. He's yet to win the starting job and has signed deals with Smoothie King and Smalls Sliders. Trey Knox, University of Arkansas wide receiver, has reportedly signed a deal with PetSmart. He owns a husky by the name of Blue, and his husky is part of the campaign. The social-focused partnership with Knox pairs PetSmart with the football star and his husky, Blue, highlighting Knox's love for Blue and the lengths PetSmart will go to support pets and pet parents. That's a good one. Graham Mertz, University of Wisconsin quarterback, is one of a handful of college athletes on the ready to market themselves. Mertz released a video earlier this week that included his own personalized logo. He filed a trademark on that logo on June the 25th to sell clothing and hats. We figure the Badgers starting quarterback has an announcement to make sometime soon. Jackson State defensive end Antoine Owens signed a deal at midnight Thursday night. He signed a deal with Three Kings Grooming, a Cincinnati-based hair product business. Sports Illustrated reported the signing as what is believed to be the first college athlete to sign an endorsement deal. The deal was brokered by Icon Source, which plans to announce several similar deals with players across the country in Manhattan. Owens' deal is not the only big deal for the football championship subdivision school, but also for Coach Deion Sanders, whose notoriety has brought much more attention to the football program and historic black colleges and universities. Josh Thompson and DeMarvion Overshone, Texas defensive backs, have verbally agreed to deals with Last Stand Hats, a licensed apparel company for several college programs, including the Texas Longhorns. The players are expected to make those deals official with their signatures soon, if they have not already done it. So, again, I want to cash in on this. I'm not a college student. I'm 36 years old. I'm struggling at times. I do this program because I love it, so I'm going to do my damnedest to make some money off of it. So Venmo me. Right there. Right there. At Paul-Wonder-1. Venmo me. I'm telling you, Venmo me. All money that is donated through Venmo will go right back into the program. This program. This is unbelievable what's going on, and I don't know how. I just don't know about this. I mean, there are times where, the name, image, and likeness deal, I understand, can be a good thing for college athletes and college and student athletes across the country because they are long suffering. They don't get any piece of the pie when TV deals and apparel deals are negotiated by major universities and conferences. They don't get any piece of the pie, so they have to go out on their own and use their name, image, and likeness. They've been wanting to do that, and now they're going to finally be able to do that, hopefully, and not purposely violate some NCAA bylaws. But at the same time, amateurism in the NCAA is gone away. But on the flip side of that, you could also say that amateurism in the NCAA is still prevalent because these kids are not getting paid to play. So is that fair to say they're not going to get paid to play? So they got to go out and find their own endorsement deals, and they got to go out and find ways to make money on their name, image, and likeness, because in the age of social media, this is where it has gone. So is this fair? I mean, I can see both sides of it. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I want you to tell me, in your opinion, is this a good thing or a bad thing? Switching gears, I understand that I am going head-to-head with Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Does this look like a face that cares? I mean, really, does this look like a face that cares? But we'll cover it to a degree. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a go for Game 1 tonight, a source tells ESPN. He looked good in his warm-up, so they're gonna use him tonight. As of right now, the Suns are, if I could pull it up here, a betting. The last I saw was a betting favorite. Oh, this is great. I'll get into this in a second. The Suns are a betting favorite. They are a 4.5-point favorite at home tonight in game number 1. That betting line was at 7 at one point. That has changed because I believe because of the news that just broke about Giannis, he is good to go tonight. Phoenix comes in probably more likely and obviously more rested than the Bucks are. But if there's anybody that on the Bucks team that's more rested than anybody, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo after missing the last couple of games in the Eastern Conference Series against Atlanta. Giannis is averaging 28.2 points a game, while Devin Booker, the star for the Phoenix Suns, averaging 27. The Suns are healthy. They're ready to go. Chris Paul had to deal with COVID, missed the first 2 or 3 games of the Western Conference Finals, got back into the rotation, and was a star in the Western Conference Finals for the Suns. This ought to be a great series. And if I had to pick a team right here, I'd say the Suns, but I think this one goes 6 or 7 games. I don't see a sweep by any team. I could be wrong, but I just don't see a sweep by any one of these teams. Both teams are good. Both teams are talented. It's probably not the matchup that the national media wanted to see, but we're going to get a good one here. I bet they were hoping for Kawhi and Paul George to go up against the Bucks. and Giannis and PJ Tucker and that crew. But oh, what the national media wishes the national media shall not get. Sunday, well, this past weekend, during the 4th of July break, for a lot of people, I was in Atlanta with a group of friends, and we caught some Braves baseball over the weekend, and in the two games we went to, they split. The Braves and the Marlins split the Friday game and the Saturday game, and as I was live giving a quick live remote report from the Battery in Atlanta, which is beautiful, by the way. And if there's anybody that would, and if you're in the Atlanta area and you want to go catch a ball game, a Braves baseball game, I suggest you do, and not only enjoy the game, because that stadium is beautiful, very fan friendly, very easy to get around that stadium for the most part. And it's a gorgeous facility. Truist Park, I think, has only been open, anywhere between 3 to 4 years. But I'm doing a live remote from Atlanta, and I get a text or message from an acquaintance of mine that I went to high school with that said, "Braves suck, go Cubs." Well, the Cubs have lost 10 straight ball games. They are hosting... Right? It looks like they are hosting the Philadelphia Phillies tonight, and in the top of the second with 2 outs and 2 men on, the Phillies lead the Cubs 7-0. Need I say more? The Cubs have lost 10 straight ball games. They look like they're about to lose number 11 if they can't get their act together. They've had to make, let's see. Looks like they've already had to make a pitching change. Let's see. Yeah, Jake Arrieta went for the Cubs. He pitched 1 2/3, gave up 6 hits, 7 runs, all of them earned, struck out 4, walked 2, gave up 1 home run. He's got an ERA tonight of 6.3. Well, that's his ERA as of right now, calculated with the 1 2/3 innings performance that he's had tonight. His ERA is now 6.3. Rex Brothers is on the mound for the Cubs right now. As far as the Phillies are concerned, they went with Aaron Nola, and so far he's pitched 1 complete inning and has given up no runs, no hits, none earned. He has not struck out anybody yet, but I'm sure that's coming for the former LSU pitcher. Jake Arrieta lasts only 1 2/3 innings against the Phillies, his second consecutive start of 1 2/3 innings. The shortest start of his career was 1 1/3 on August the 30th of last season when he pitched with the Phillies. And he exited to some applause and a few boos. Fair to wonder if that's Arrieta's last start with the Cubs. Look out, he might be traded. Tepid applause for Jake Arrieta as he leaves the mound at Wrigley after getting 5 outs on 55 pitches. 55 pitches through 1 2/3. Man, Phillies are really roughing up the Cubs right now. It is 7-0 as they go to the bottom half of the second inning. Let's see. What else is going on tonight in sports? You kidding me? Cubs are down 7-0. Other games going on around Major League Baseball tonight. Bottom of the 5th in Pittsburgh, the Braves and the Pirates are tied at 1. Bottom of the fifth in Baltimore, the Orioles lead the Blue Jays 7-1. Dodgers up 1-0 on the Marlins, middle of the fifth. Detroit on top of the Rangers 1-0, top of the fourth inning there. Bottom half of the second in Houston, the A's lead the Astros 6-2. Bottom of the second in Minneapolis, White Sox lead the Twins 2-0. No score between the Reds and the Royals. That's in the top of the third. Mets and the Brewers are delayed. And an 8:38 first pitch out in Anaheim, where the Red Sox are on the road against the Angels. Shohei Ohtani on the mound for the Angels tonight. So he probably won't bat. Although I could be wrong. That kid's got the best bat, I think the hottest bat right now in all of Major League Baseball. I mean, really. All of Major League Baseball right now. He's probably got the best bat. 8:45 Central Time, first pitch. Giants hosting the Cardinals. Adam Wainwright going for the Cardinals. Johnny Cueto on the mound for the Giants. 8:40 first pitch here at Central Time, first pitch. Diamondbacks hosting the Colorado Rockies. Gray goes for Colorado. Kelly goes for the Diamondbacks. 9:10 first pitch in here local time in the Great White North, or in the Pacific Northwest, I should say. Mariners host the Yankees, and also a 9:10 first pitch in San Diego. The Padres host the Nationals. Tampa and Cleveland postponed due to tropical storm, or what is supposed to turn into Hurricane Elsa. We are awaiting the opening tip 5 minutes or so away in game number 1 between the Suns and the Bucks, NBA Finals. Whew. So that's basically your roundup. Not when you get to this point in the summer, there's not a whole lot of sports going on. There really isn't. I mean, you've got Major League Baseball, which is in the height of their season right now, right around the peak of their season. All-Star break coming up here in a couple weeks. And then you got the NBA Finals. But for those wondering, and I haven't forgotten about, get ready for it. Get ready for it. Yep, the Euros. Where Italy reached the final in a shootout win over the Spaniards tonight. Facing a wall of nervous blue and white clad Italy fans behind the goal, Jorginho took his trademark hop and skip before calmly stroking in the winning penalty. So much for the pressure of a shootout in a European Championship semifinal. The Italians beat Spain 4-2 on penalties at Wembley today to advance to the final, where they will play either England or Denmark back at the same stadium on Sunday. The match finished 1-1 after extra time. Federico Chiesa scored for Italy with a curling shot in the 60th minute, but substitute Alvaro Morata equalized for Spain in the 80th. Morata dropped for the first time in the tournament, missed the next-to-last kick in the shootout, giving Jorginho the chance to win it. The Chelsea midfielder has his own style when it comes to taking penalties, and he did not abandon it when it mattered the most, sparking a throng of celebrations as Italy's players ran toward him. Italy's players then lined up on the edge of the area and ran together toward the fans. Leonardo Bonucci went further, leaping over the advertising boards to get even closer to the crazed supporters. Riding a national record unbeaten run of 33 games, the Italians will play in its fourth European final and will look to win the title for just a second time. They last won it in 1968. It's quite the redemption story for Italy, after failing to qualify for the World Cup in 2018. So congratulations to Italy on advancing. They will play let's see. They are going to play the winner of England and Denmark. That's set for 2 p.m. here Central Standard Time tomorrow. The Danes are on a roll. Look out. England may have the home pitch advantage, but the Danes are playing as best and are probably the darlings of the Euros at this point. Let's see if they can keep it up. They're going to have a tough one against the English tomorrow afternoon, or tomorrow evening, rather, in Wembley. So now we come to a special part of this program as we get ready to wrap it up. Short episode tonight, 30 minutes. It's all good. So I got to get my cigar relit, though. Here we go. Let's see how we are going to start this. But before I do that, let's go back through some social media or some Twitter. Aaron Rodgers, there's growing speculation as to Aaron Rodgers, if he's going to be available for training camp next month for the Packers. And he was asked on TNT about whether he would be quarterbacking the Packers on opening day, and he sidestepped the question. Rodgers said, quote, "I don't know. We will see." Growing speculation that he will not be in Green Bay's training camp. And there's also growing speculation that because he won't be in training camp in Green Bay, he may not be a Packer anymore. So we'll see about that. So it is what it is. Again, before I wrap it up, again, don't forget, Venmo me at Paul-Wonder. That's WUNDER-1. Any donations made to the Venmo will go directly into this program. And I can't wait to see who actually responds and who actually donates, because, like I said earlier, I want to cash in on this name, image, and likeness since everybody else and their mama looks like they're doing it. I want to be part of this. I want to be part of this revolution of name, image, and likeness. Why can't I do it? Why not me? I mean, really, why not me? Ask me about how you could get one of my Cigar and Beverage tumblers there. There you go. It's perfect. Keeps my ice really well. Keeps my drink cold. Probably keep my coffee hot if I put coffee in there. Ask me how you get one. I'll help you out. So anyway, a friend of the program and one of my best friends, I'll leave names out of this for this sake. I mentioned on a prior episode some time back that this friend of the program lost his father back in early February, and he was struggling. He was struggling very, very much, and he and his dad were very, very close, and he unexpectedly lost his father. But I don't think, and I may have mentioned that at the same time, and I did mention this, that this friend of the program also, he and his wife were expecting their first child. So at 12:04 a.m. on July the 4th, that first child gained independence from the womb. And how apropos on July the 4th. Weighing in at 8 pounds, 12.4 ounces, and a whopping 20 and a half inches long, baby boy made his debut to the world. And Mama was in a very long and arduous labor, which ended in a C-section, but it is what it is. Everybody is happy. Everybody is healthy. And the new parents are over the moon. Over the moon. Excited and happy and healthy, and that's what it's all about. I mentioned to him as we were texting back and forth throughout the weekend, looking for updates. While I was in Atlanta, I wanted to know what was going on. He's a good friend of mine and a friend of this program. They were getting nervous by Saturday night, and I said, and I'm a believer in faith, and I said, just hang in there. Just hang in there. It may not be your plan, but it is his plan. And when I mean by his, I'm talking about our the man upstairs, our Lord and Savior. He does remarkable things. And look, God is good, not just part of the time, not just today, not just yesterday, not just tomorrow. God is good all the time. And like I said, everybody's happy, everybody's healthy, and they can't wait to get home and really start to get to know their son. So congratulations to the happy couple, and you never know, we might have him on the program here in the near future. Not so near future, but at some point. So that's about it for tonight. Thank you for joining us. Remember, you could Venmo me. You could always watch the replays on YouTube Live. The links are posted on the Facebook page. And also, don't forget, you can also follow us on Twitter. Just search Cigar and a Beverage on Twitter. And you can search at Cigar Beverage. I want to make sure I have that right. At Cigar Beverage. Yep, that's right. At Cigar Beverage on Twitter. Give us a follow. We're going to try to tweet a little bit more than we have since I made this account, which I haven't tweeted any. So I need more followers. I need followers so I can tweet. I need followers so I can tweet. I need more followers on Facebook. I need to use this branding. I need to use this branding to get more followers. I'm going to tell you that right now. Also, don't forget, I'm going to say it again, because the more times you do it, they say the more times you say things, the more likely it is for somebody to remember it. So Venmo me right there. Venmo me at Paul-Wonder-1. All donations go strictly back into this program. Thank you for joining me, and as always, grab your favorite cigar, grab your favorite beverage, sit back, relax, and join me for the conversation. This is Cigar and a Beverage. Thank you, and good night.